In the wake of India's $100 billion free trade pact with the European bloc, Norway reveals plans to remove customs duties on nearly 98% of imports from India. The Comprehensive Trade Pact, signed with the European Free Trade Association, aims to enhance trade in pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, technology, and machinery. Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre anticipates this to be one of Norway's most significant trade agreements, emphasizing its potential to reduce tariff barriers and boost economic ties between the nations. Today's next news is SJVN Green Energy, a subsidiary of state-owned SJVN Limited, has signed agreements to supply 600 MW solar power to Rajasthan. The power usage agreement involves 500 MW from the Bikaner Solar Power Project, while the power purchase agreement covers 100 MW from the Rajasthan Solar Power Project, both for 25 years. The Bikaner project, the country's largest single-location solar project, is expected to generate 2,454.84 million units of energy in the first year. The entire 1000 MW project capacity has been tied up, with 200 MW allocated to Uttar Pradesh and 300 MW to Jammu and Kashmir. Today's next news is Sri Lanka's opposition has rejected President Ranil Wickremesinghe's invitation to attend an International Monetary Fund bailout program review amid the nation's ongoing financial crisis. The International Monetary Fund is conducting a 2-week second review of the $2.9 billion United States dollars bailout initiated in March 2023. Opposition parties, critical of International Monetary Fund-driven reforms, argue they burden the population. Main opposition leader Sajid Premadasa cited disingenuousness and lack of good faith in declining the invitation, while opposition parties unite in their decision not to attend the International Monetary Fund meeting on March 11. Today's next news is Mahindra Group Chairman Anand Mahindra called for a collaborative effort between the Indian government and businesses to help domestic companies achieve scale, innovation, and global reach. During the 4th annual Atal Bihari Vajpayee lecture, he urged the government to extend the PLI scheme to more sectors, simplify regulations for startups, and reduce logistics costs. Mahindra emphasized the need for increased spending on research and development, suggesting a partnership for nurturing and incentivizing scale without resorting to protectionism. He highlighted the importance of aligning efforts to capitalize on India's potential for global leadership. Today's next news is the Enforcement Directorate has initiated a money laundering investigation into an international drug trafficking network allegedly involving a former DMK functionary. The case stems from several FIR, including the NCB arrest of Jafar Sadiq, accused of smuggling 3,500 kgs of pseudoephedrine valued at 2,000 crore rupees. The NCB is examining Sadiq's connections to film financiers, high-profile individuals, and potential links to political funding. A senior DMK party functionary is expected to be summoned soon. Sadiq, expelled by DMK in February, claims to have held a position in the party's NRI wing. Today's next news is the International Spirits and Wines Association of India has called on state governments to adopt an inflation-based pricing model for alcoholic beverages. The International Spirits and Wines Association of India highlights that rising raw material costs have led to reduced industry margins, with liquor MRP unchanged for years. The International Spirits and Wines Association of India CEO Neeta Kapoor notes that state governments claim 60 to 80% of the share, leaving minimal for trade and manufacturers. The International Spirits and Wines Association of India also emphasizes the need to rationalize excise duty, cautioning against revenue-focused policies that hinder industry growth. Today's next news is Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal asserted that India won't customize policies for Tesla, emphasizing the country's commitment to formulating laws and tariffs attractive to all global Electric vehicle manufacturers. Goyal stated that the government recognizes the importance of a robust electric vehicle ecosystem for reducing carbon emissions and curbing the oil import bill. Initiatives are underway to engage with stakeholders and potential investors globally, fostering an environment conducive for various electric vehicle manufacturers to establish a presence in India. Today's next news is Rail Vikas Nigam Limited has bagged an order from Madhya Pradesh Metro Rail Corporation to construct an elevated viaduct, 5 metro stations, and a ramp, valued at 543 rupees. The project is set to be completed in about 3 years. This comes on the heels of another recent achievement, with Rail Vikas Nigam Limited securing a letter of award from Himachal Pradesh State Electricity Board for a distribution infrastructure project in South Himachal Pradesh, totaling 888.56 crore rupees and expected to be completed in 24 months. Today's next news is, as Bengaluru faces a worsening water shortage with temperatures nearing 40 degrees Celsius, citizens are urging the Karnataka government to mandate work from home for IT companies and resume online classes for educational institutes. Social media campaigns highlight the need for these measures to alleviate the burden on employees and students, drawing parallels with successful strategies during the COVID-19 pandemic. Weather enthusiasts and citizen groups emphasize the importance of considering such options until the onset of monsoon to address the water crisis in the city. Today's next news is, CNN reports that had Prime Minister Narendra Modi not intervened, Russia was poised to launch a nuclear attack on Ukraine in 2022, marking the first such incident since Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Senior officials reveal Russia's intensive preparations for a nuclear strike on Kyiv, with concerns heightened in the Biden administration. Modi, alongside other nations, played a crucial role in preventing the catastrophic event, engaging in diplomatic efforts to dissuade Russia from employing nuclear weapons for military purposes.